Let's talk some NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year on Send It In. The draft is completed. We know where all these rookies are going to play for their NFL teams in their rookie season. And no surprise, really, Ashton Jeanty and Cam Ward, the two favorites in this market. Jeanty is plus 250. Cam Ward is plus 250 as well. They're co-favorites. And to be honest with you guys, I don't like either guy. If I had to choose between the two, I think I'd rather take Jeanty because of the coaching staff that's around him and what the Raiders did in the draft, right? So they get Jeanty at number 6, but then after that, they really invest in the offensive line. They drafted a couple of linemen, and then look at their coaches. Pete Carroll now's the head coach. Chip Kelly's the offensive coordinator. Think LaShawn McCoy. Think Marshawn Lynch. They brought in Ashton Jeanty to be their bell cow. The problem is the Raiders, outside of Brock Bowers, they don't have any receiving threat that scares you. So these teams are going to load the box. They know that Las Vegas's game plan is going to be feature Jeanty early and often. I just don't think the value is great on Jeanty at plus 250, and I don't like the fact that the Raiders don't have another receiving threat outside of Bowers that can not put as many guys in the box to stop Jeanty, because that will be the team's game plans going in, is to stop Ashton Jeanty. And then for Cam Ward at plus 250, look, we don't know how good Cam Ward's going to be, right? I think we can all agree. Certainly not the prospect we thought Caleb Williams was going to be, or Jaden Daniels, or maybe even Drake May going into last year's draft. We don't really know how great of a head coach Brian Callahan is, because Will Levis kept turning the ball over last year and throwing pick sixes to the other team. Tennessee doesn't have a great receiving core. They don't have a great offense. I just don't think, even though Cam Ward's the number 1 pick, he's certainly going to be the starter from day one. I just don't love his value at plus 250. Travis Hunter at plus 550 is super interesting. Obviously, an incredible talent, a once-in-a-generation type player, a guy that's playing on both sides of the ball. Whenever you're betting Travis Hunter this season, he's very much going to have the Ohtani effect to him, in the sense that when Ohtani broke onto the scene and was doing things that we had never done before, it was just impossible not to give that guy some kind of award, right? When you're pitching and hitting at the level that he is, it's just impossible not to reward him for that. He's still doing it, obviously not to the level that he was, but when he was doing it, it was incredible. Travis Hunter, they're going to start by playing him on both sides of the ball, and if he plays both sides incredibly well and he's able to do the two-way thing, Travis Hunter's got a great shot at winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. The question is, can he stay healthy? That's my biggest thing with Travis Hunter. Unbelievable athlete. I think he can be able to play two sides, maybe not as much corner as he will receiver, but he could do it. I just worry about the injuries with Travis Hunter. So because of that, I can't bet him at plus 550. Tet McMillan for the Panthers at 13-1. Here's my thing with Tet McMillan and really the Panthers this season. What we saw out of Bryce Young to finish last year, is that what we're going to see moving forward? Or is it kind of like the Trevor Lawrence thing, where Lawrence also got hot for the final 7-8 games of the season and then has regressed back to his old ways? Is Bryce Young going to do the same thing? Was that kind of just like a flash in the pan? Or is he going to continue to build off the guy that we saw? I kind of think he's going to continue to build, because Dave Canales is his head coach, and we've talked about all season how Canales comes over his track record with really resurrecting the career of quarterbacks, and Bryce Young certainly improved. Also, Carolina found a running game towards the second half of last season. They got Chuba Hubbard back. They picked up Rico Dowdle from Dallas. So I think with Canales, year 2 with Bryce, the running game to support it. Now you get him a young wide receiver with a lot of potential. I think McMillan's going to have a good year. I'm not interested in betting him, though. The two guys that I'm betting in this market, talked about it last week. Amarion Hampton, for me, at 15-1. Absolutely love it. You get a running back like that, a workhorse, a monster in a Jim Harbaugh, Greg Roman offense with two great offensive linemen in Slater and all, and really no great receivers outside of Ladd McConkey. They're going to run the football. They brought in Najee Harris in the offseason, got rid of Gus Edwards, got rid of J.K. Dobbins. It's Najee and it's Hampton, and I think Hampton's going to be the guy. Once he starts getting familiar with the system, Hampton's going to win a lot of people some playoff games in their fantasy leagues. I really like Hampton at 15-1. And then the other one, give me Matthew Golden at 22-1, the receiver for the Green Bay Packers. Look, a lot of these receivers, right, that get drafted in the first round of the NFL draft, a bunch of them a lot of the times don't have great quarterbacks that they're throwing to. That's not the case for Golden. We know Jordan Love's really good, great offensive head coach in Matt LaFleur as well. And you look at the state of the Packers receivers right now, Christian Watson's not going to be healthy to start the year. Romeo Doubs isn't really a number one. Dontavian Wicks isn't really a number one. Golden's got a chance to be that guy for Jordan Love. And if he ends up being that guy, could put up some monster numbers. So Hampton, 15-1. Matthew Golden, 22-1. The two guys I am eyeing for offensive rookie of the year.